All praise to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, double honor to the elder, the great millstone. Salutation to all you Akim on the highways and byways. This title is gonna be called "Americans Are Too Comfortable in Babylon." America's Babylon, Put it right there. I'm gonna start with Ecclesiastes 3:2. A time to be born and a time to die. A time to plant and a time to pluck up, which is planted. Time to kill and a time to break down and a time to build up. And our people, they spiritually, and physically want to build up this country, America, a country that raped the women, men, children, therefore, if you see it in these movies and they want to build up a country where their ancestors were enslaved in, and that's wrong on many levels, and GMOs, our people, they're bugged out, they're not looking on they're not looking beyond what they already know. All they know is money and build up the community. They always want to build up. We're not in that time of building up. We're not even in our Israel, our homeland. We're not even there, So why would we build up in another country which was given to Esau? It doesn't make, you're building up for the enemy just so he can throw it down like a sand castle. He'll just wipe it. You're not gonna get nowhere. He bombed I forgot what you call that, Black Wall Street, and he bombed his own country because he seen Jake building up. Who does that? And how much more now? He's not gonna let you build up. If you do build up, you're gonna have to sell your soul and do some, blood sacrifice, homosexual acts. He's not gonna let you build up. And if you do, he's gonna throw it down in a month or so. We're in a time of breaking down. That's what we are. That's what the prophets, the servants are on the highways and byways for. That's what we are here. To break down America spiritually. We're not in a time of building. Spiritually calling out that America is going to be destroyed, that the country has sinned against the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, enslaves his people, which are the 12 tribes of Israel, and to let our people know that you're the Lord's chosen people. You're the own. Now I'm gonna go down to 4. A time to weep and a time to laugh. A time to mourn and a time to dance. So this is what people don't understand. People think they're in the time of laughing, going to concerts, going to parties. Everybody want to do all these fun things, but we're not in that time, And you see it day by day with the weather, these wars that's happening, these war games that's going on. Russia and China had war games over there, and over there in the other part of the world, everybody's gearing up for war. Civilians are going hiding, and you have Americans, just walking around like they're lost, like zombies. I was just watching The Walking Dead. They just twisting their head, walking, growling. That's the people, dead dry bones. They don't care. No one cares. But we warned them already. And Esau tells you in these movies what's gonna happen. He got all these martial law movies. Walking Dead is a good one because it shows you how you're gonna have to survive during that time. But it's not gonna be zombies. We all know that. But you got the Purge that shows it also. That's a good example. They're making a TV show on that on Netflix. So everybody's gearing up for war. We got Americans, just don't care. They got nothing. All they worry about is paper and money. That's about it. That's all they know. They don't care about nothing else. Okay, man. They're gonna say they can't tell the Lord when he comes back. I didn't know. I don't need no. Be quiet. Because we've been telling them. We've been telling everybody. At least try. If you're one of the Israelites, even though you may be destroyed, but at least try, put in, try something, read, but they're not, because 2/3 are gonna be gonna be destroyed. But may Yahweh Shem Yahshai have mercy on me, you know. But I'm gonna go down to 5. A time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together. Time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing. Time to get and a time to lose. So you know, you lose. You know, you lose some things because when you join the truth, you know, you're not of the world. You know, if you love the world, the love of the Father is not in you. So if you whatever you love in this world, you know, you gotta let that go. So you know, the Lord. So that's why He says you gotta let go. A time to lose and a time to keep and a time to cast away. A time to love and a time to hate. We're in a time of hate. You know, we're in a time of, you know, anger. You know, all across, you know, the whole world knows this. You got Venezuela and famine. You got Russia. You got everybody gearing up for war or going through some type of calamity. You got America. You know, we Americans are going through stuff. You know, we got the weather disaster that just happened in South Carolina. But you know, it happens for 1 minute. You know, and once the news let it go, the story when the news channel lets go of that story about the hurricane, everybody's gonna go right back to sleep and just go back what they were doing, you know. Time to love and a time to hate. Time to hate, you know. You know, you gotta hate Esau, the one who pissed in slavery, the Moabites, you know, everybody that went against us, you know, that, you know, cut us off from being a nation. But you know, our people are never gonna understand that. We're in a time of war and a time of peace. We're in a time of war. We got a lot of Americans marching with parades, and you got our people marching down the street. You got Edom marching down the street about Congress. They want their rights or whatever. And it's always on a Sunday when the state house is closed. Like, who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? Everybody's at home. Like, they're afraid of the government, so they go on weekends, you know? And you know they're not, and you should know, if you know about the American system as they claim they do, you should know that they're not going to be open on Sundays, you know? And what else? Time of peace, and you got Jake, hands up, don't shoot. But yet, when it comes to your people, you have no problem fighting, shooting. They can kill their own brother with no problem. But when it comes to Esau, the white man, they curl up and start getting scared and shiver. Like if you're gonna do that, you know, just don't be that like that. Don't try to like. You know, you're gonna be afraid of Esau, but you're not gonna be. You know, you kill your own people instead of him. You know, and he's the problem with the world and why we're in this mess. But yeah, you're gonna kill your. It's just ridiculous. So I'm gonna get Matthew chapter 20. Matthew chapter 24. Matthew 24 verse 6. And ye shall hear wars and rumors of war. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So, you know, all these wars that's happening, Russia and China having war games, you know, and you got Turkey funding, you know, to help in Al-Qaeda in the Middle East against Syria. And, you know, and I thought, you know, Turkey is supposed to be with Russia. So, like, I guess, you know, Turkey is just playing both sides or something because, you know, they're going back and forth. You got America trying to put sanctions on China because China's trying to do deals with Iran without the dollar involved. You know, like, and, you know, China's not listening to the sanctions no more. So, if America can't bomb you, they're going to put sanctions on you. Like, Esau, you know, always messing with somebody. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famine and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. So this is also going to be talking about, you know, all these are the beginning of sorrows. So I'm going to start off, rise against nation and kingdom. You know, you got, you know, America going against Germany. Germany it's dropping dollar too. And Germany's supposed to be with America, you know. That's where you get that the golden cup. You know, that's in Jeremiah. I'm gonna get the, you know, Jeremiah 51, I think. But yeah, everybody's going against America, you know. Everybody's getting tired of America, the bully that's harassing everybody across the world, policing everybody, you know. But they don't, you know, they don't watch their own country. You see homeless people down the street. You see people wobbling on drugs, you know. You see the police are beating on people, but yet you're gonna go over, you know, overseas, over the ocean, cross, you know, go across the whole world just to harass, you know, just to mess with people. But yet you don't want to work on what's in your own country. Instead of fixing your own household, you want to go fix somebody else's. Do you see people doing that? Their kids are acting up in their house, you know, breaking stuff, but yet you're a parent. Instead of fixing your own house, you're gonna go to the neighbor and tell that kid what not to do, but yet your kids are not doing it right, you know. That's what America does, you know. America they'll go over country to pit democracy, or if you don't like that, he'll bomb you, or put sanctions on you, or if you don't do nothing with the dollar, you know, he's gonna, you know, he'll do anything if you don't follow by him. All these are the beginning of sorrows. So this is just the begin. Oh, I forgot the earthquakes and famines. You know, Venezuela going through famines. I heard that these famines in Venezuela may be going to Brazil next too. So like, there's gonna be there's another country that's another country that's gonna be affected. You know, pestilence, like diseases. You know, and earthquakes. There was an earthquake in I forgot on one of the Caribbean islands, but I forgot, you know. But there's hurricanes though, and earthquakes in diverse places. Like there's sinkholes, you know, sinkholes swallowing up houses and people. I was watching this video once. Got Moab walking on the sidewalk. It opened the bottom floor opened up and she fell right through. And people started looking down, saying like, is she still, you know? People started looking, you know. You know. And also these wildfires that are happening over there in what's that called? California. California is having a lot of wildfires that are even touching the highways, I heard. You know, I was watching a Jason A video. These fires may be touching the highways, you know. All these are the beginning of sorrows. It's just the beginning. All this is just the beginning. You know, and most people right now, they don't have no clue is what's going on. They just want to go about their day knowing nothing, like they're brain dead, and you know, the Lord is gonna destroy them for that. And they're not gonna say to the Lord that I didn't know. They can't. How could you? I'm gonna get Jeremiah now. Alright, Jeremiah 51:7. Babylon has been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. Nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. You know, this goes with how America tried to do deals with other countries. You know what, like democracy. They're trying to put democracy in Saudi Arabia now. All the women are trying to drive now, and you know, those Muslims over there, and they don't really like that, you know. You got the first woman driving cars in Saudi Arabia and Iran, or whatever. You also got Germany about to drop to $1. You know, you got England. I think the EU is breaking apart too. Britain left the EU. I forgot. Yeah, and France. Something about France. I don't think France is with them either. I don't think so. No. So like some of these countries in the European Union is breaking apart. You know, they're just getting tired of, you know, they're just falling apart. Drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. So everybody's mad at America. You know, because you know they're always trying to put democracy, tell you what to do, how to live. What you know, and it's like, you don't even do this for your country, so how can you go to somebody else's home country and tell them what to do? You just, you know, it doesn't make any sense. I'm gonna read down to 8. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her pain? How for her? Take balm for her pain. If so, she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go everyone into his own country. For her judgment reaches unto heaven and is lifted up even to the skies. We're just talking about how people are gonna go back to their own countries. You know, China, Ishmael, you know, Moab and Ishmael. Moab, Ishmael, you got some, probably Edom, some that are from Europe, or, you know, some of our people that are not from here, probably from Mexico, you know, or, you know, so a lot of people are going to be leaving America real soon. And if you're not, and, you know, Esau, you know, he's probably going to shut down the airport and say no one's leaving. Esau really would do that to anybody, you know. Tell the devil. So yeah, I'm gonna get Jeremiah 50. I'm gonna get Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 49. As Babylon has caused the slain of Israel to fall, so at Babylon shall fall the slain of all the earth. So America is gonna be destroyed. Because he put our people to slavery, like I've been trying to say, you know. He put us to slavery. He put the Native Americans on reservations. They couldn't even get off they couldn't get further out from a certain area unless, you know, they called the Hispanic illegal aliens. They put the southern tribe and he put the southern tribe into slavery. And he's the first one to be fired and the last to be hired, you know. Slain of all the earth shall fall the slain of all the earth. Ye have escaped the sword, go away, stand not still. Remember the Lord afar off, and let Jerusalem come into your mind. We are confounded because we have heard a reapproach. Shame hath covered our faces, for strangers are coming to the sanctuaries of the Lord's house. Yeah, I'm gonna go down to 55. Because the Lord hath spoiled Babylon and destroyed out of her the great voice, when her waves of roar like great waters, a noise of their voice is uttered. So the Lord's gonna destroy America, you know. That's what it's trying to say, you know. And he's gonna use some of these nations to destroy America also. That's where it says the golden cup in the Lord's hand. I'm also gonna get another one, Jeremiah 50 and 41. Behold, a people shall come from the north, and a great nation, and many kings shall be raised up from the coast of the earth. They shall hold the bow and the lance. They are cruel and will not shew mercy. Their voice shall roar like the sea. They shall ride upon every horse, put in array like a man to battle against thee, O daughter of Babylon. So, you know, that's talking about Russia going against Babylon too. So people need to wake up that we're in World War III, and that the Lord is coming back. And you know, there's a lot of things the Lord put in the scriptures. You know, the Leviathan, you know, got that. You know, the angels. So people, the chariots. You know, people are not. You know, they don't want to listen. That's gonna be the fall of them. The ears are, the hearts wax cold. I don't know that scripture exactly though. I'm gonna get one more. Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 29. Call together the archers against Babylon, all ye that bend the bow. Camp against it round about. Let none thereof escape. Recompense her according to her work, according to all that she hath done, do unto her. For she hath been proud against the Lord, against the Holy One of Israel. You know, that's the problem with America. They think they won't be touched, that the Lord is not going to do nothing. That's what's the problem with Esau, controlling his system, you know. He swear on the Bible and the court systems, and then he doesn't follow none of it. Back of the dollar says, in God we trust, and he doesn't follow none of the laws. He took out books from the scriptures, and he distorted everything. He switched words up. He put Israel in slavery. and you know he's gonna get it. He's gonna get that. You know, he's gonna get that curse put upon him. You know, the Lord's gonna put him to slavery and do unto her double. You know, according to her word, to all that she had done, do unto her, for she had been proud against the Lord, against the Holy One of Israel. But yeah, the Lord's gonna destroy America for what they have done to His people, to the scriptures, to changing the colors of everybody in the scriptures to white. You know. But yeah, that's about it. So I hope this was a good video. All praise to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Double honor to the elder great millstone. So shalom. Shalom. Hope this was a good video. Till next time. How do you? What? How do I stop this?